Hello again, and welcome to Lesson 29's Writing Words 3, where we will be thinking about different ways of writing vowel sounds, but we will also be thinking about words where we hear sounds, but we don't write the letters we would expect to write. And that can be very confusing. So step by step, we are going to look at a set of words that have a similar ending, a regular ending. And we will learn how to spell that so that we can use it in different ways. And we're starting with a picture. So let's think about the word picture. We can hear pick, ch, sometimes chur. That's the bit where the sounds we hear aren't what we write. P-I-K. And I'm writing a syllable, so C, no K. Ch. And here we can see what looks like an upside down letter E, but it is a schwa symbol. And that represents a sound we can't quite work out. Ch. Or is it chur? Okay, so what do we do? Well, let's have a think first about changing it to sounds where we do know what to do. Pick, ture, t, you, ture. And when we write it, we add an E because we are spelling the sound U with a U consonant E spelling choice. Ture. And ture is our regular ending. And it can be said ch. Sometimes people may say chur, picture. And it's confusing when we're spelling. So ture is our regular ending. Pick, ture is my spelling language. P, ick, ture. Now, I know from my years of teaching that some of you may look at it and say, but that could be picked, your. And you're right, it could, if that's the way you want to remember it. But I would add that most of the words we are using today have ture at the end. You decide which way you'd like to remember picture. For now, though, we will move on to another word, capture. Capture. We're using the same regular ending. Capture. That's how we spell capture. And this time I think we'll have culture. Culture. And we will follow that with fixture. And the fixture could be a football match. Fix. My teeth are on my bottom lip. X. Ture. Followed by mix. Ture. Mix. Ture. Mixture. And our last word on this screen, lecture. Now, a lecture is sometimes thought of as somebody telling you off, but I like to think of it as somebody giving you good advice on how not to go wrong. Lecture. And if you go on to study, you attend lectures where people are teaching you things. So, picture, capture, culture, fixture, mixture, and lecture. All of those words have the same regular ending. We're going to move on to a word that's a little bit longer, that has the same ending, and somebody is waving bye-bye as a clue. They are off on an adventure. My teeth are on my bottom lip and I can feel vibration. Then, ture. Ure. That's it. That's going to be my spelling language. U. Okay, so let's write it. Add. Then. Ture. Adventure. Tends to be the way we say it, but we spell it ture. And the sad face isn't because of the way we spell it. It's because we are adding something to the beginning of adventure. A prefix, misadventure. And the prefix miss has just one S. So let's have a go. Miss, add, then, ture. You're to think about with t before it. So a misadventure could be described as an unlucky accident. And in this case, it has really upset somebody. But now we have a beautiful view to look at. And the plants and trees we can see make me think of the word nature. Nature. Nay at the beginning and then ture, using our regular ending. N, a, t, u, Let's write it. Nature. Cross the T and we check both those syllables while we do it. Yep, nature. But I'm still going to say nature when I'm talking or when I'm reading. How about future? Same regular ending. Future. Future. And then I think we will move on to another longer word. Manufacture. Because nobody could manufacture that beautiful bit of nature. Okay? Manufacture. With my teeth on my bottom lip, no vibration. Let's write it. With just a C, ture. And check the syllables whilst we cross the T. Yep, I've got all four written. Manufacture. But when I read it, I'm going to say manufacture. Okay, what else do we have? That beautiful picture has been the prompt for our next word. And I think it was somebody else's prompt to paint that beautiful picture. They are both picturesque. Okay, so what can we hear? Picturesque. Let's go over the sounds. P, I, K, T, U, R, E, S, K. That's what we can hear, but as that blinking shows, it's not how we write it. The esk ending comes from a different language. And when I looked it up, it actually comes from two if you stretch over hundreds of years. Let's take a look at it. I think that's the best next step. And we can see picture. In fact, we can see the S. Pictures. Okay, pictures. And then qui, like in unique, that we did in a previous lesson. Ha! Same QUE ending. Pictures. Qui. That could be our spelling language. Okay. Pictures. And then qui. Got it. And what will we say when we're reading or chatting to people? Picturesque. And it's when something looks as good as a picture. And if we were to add esque to Romanesque, it would look like it came from the Romans. Picturesque. Or pictures, qui, when we're spelling. Let's move on. We have books. Okay. Literature. Let's think of how we spell it. A. Ture. It. A. Ure. At the end, we have the same regular ending, ture. A comes before it, so let's write it. A ture. Dot the I's, and as we cross the T's, we check our syllables. A ture. Now, at this point, I think you know enough to handle the fact that sometimes we say literature. So we would have needed just a short vertical line for a short vowel sound as that syllable. And you know enough now to know that that would be fine because you can hear when you're saying literature. The choice is yours. You can keep to using an open syllable sound, or you can use because we spell them in exactly the same way. What do we have now? Oh, furniture. Okay. Furniture. Let's write it. And the fur is F-U-R, like the fur on an animal. Furniture. Teeth on the back of my bottom lip. It. You. Furniture. Dot the I, cross the T and check. Yep, I have written 3 syllables. And what do I say when I'm reading or chatting? Furniture. And that really sums up why sometimes we need a spelling language. Now, having got the hang of that regular ending, sometimes the U-R-E is used with a different letter in front of it. And we have a smiley face to remind us of please. Please add the word P, U, E, Z is what we hear. But it's one of those words where we hear Z at the end, but we write it S-E. So, P is P, U is L, E, an E-A spelling, Z, S-E. Please. And that reminds us of pleasure, where we drop the E from please and we add U-R-E. Let's write it. Pull E using E-A and S. U-R-E. Pleasure. It sounds different, doesn't it, from please with your on the end. Pleasure. We could say plea as your. Or we could say plea a sur. Let's write another word whilst we think about which one suits us best. Measure. Same ending, je, spelt S-U-R-E. And me also has that E-A. Is M. The E we can hear, E-A, and then sur. Measure. How about treasure? We have another consonant blend at the beginning. T, R. E, we're spelling E-A, then jour, S-U-R-E. Cross the T and we've finished. How you use what you know about the sounds we hear and the letters we use to write them, as well as what you know about syllables, will help you to decide how you are going to remember how to spell these words. And one last screen. Tick the box, we're nearly done. I'm sure. Now we have looked at this before. And how many of you spotted that sure was at the end, where S is used for the sound sh. This time we're going to look at a few words where we use the U-R-E ending not always with an S at the beginning. The first one does have, though, pressure. We've got that same sh sound that we hear in sure. Press your. Okay, think about that word press. It's got a double S. It's a one-syllable word with a short vowel sound. Or are we going to say press with one S like a syllable and then sure? Yeah, I'm going to use that one, I think. You decide when you write your words. Press, sure. Or press as a word with your. And then failure. So this time we have an L before your. But this is also a word all on its own. Fail. Okay, fail your. Yep, I like doing it that way. And our last word, injure. And this time we have j, which is exactly what we say. Injure. Injure. Brilliant. No injuries here. We know exactly what we're doing. Thank you for joining me, and well done.